Hey JP, how's it going, dude? You're about to go to bed? All right, on. Well, thanks for dropping by, dude. Ah, screw it. Reset. Ah, let's click the wrong one. Oh, I had a high score just then. Made 55th. Dude, my high score on this is so low. It's 68. Should do that one again just to get my name on the board again. Get it. Alright. Let's go. I was listening back to this, and I think I'm almost done mixing it. I think I kind of overdid some things yesterday. Like I think I overdid the cone filter a little bit. I think it's just like too much. The other thing was like, kind of felt like, I mean, it sounds fine on the monitors, but like I felt like when this part came in, it wasn't as loud as I wanted it to be. Maybe I should even just like pull this down a little bit. Yeah, some of these tweaks are like just a little too. I thought on this part. Oops. Lead part sounds a little loud. Maybe not though. I thought like pretty much all the background stuff is too quiet in this whole section. I could put like a little delay on these or something. Try this tube delay. Jeez, dude, come on. Spill all of myself. I should put that same delay on here. No. Maybe like a slap back or slap back. Why's my Melda stuff not in there? Don't have a delay. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, I do. You know, gamelan deep dive, nice. That probably goes well with 23. Are you getting some gamelan-y textures? What should I do to this one? Don't I have like a... Is there a slapback? Dude, I thought I had a good delay with presets. I don't know where it is. Blackwood and 23 is all Paylog Slender scales. It's the core tuning of gamelan. Interesting. Yeah, I used to listen to that stuff a lot. My mom just gave me this steel drum, which is not really gamelan, but kind of reminds me of that. For some reason, I mean, the tuning on a steel drum is very 12 equal, I want to say. Dude, what's a chive? I thought I had a delay with like slapback on it. I know I do, I just can't find it. Can't even find like delay category. I was just screwing with the pitch. Dude, where's that delay? I don't have a delay. I don't have a Melda delay. I think you have to pay for Melda delay. Where's... Shit. I know I had a delay somewhere. Here's a spring. I should try this. Yeah, they supposedly tune all the instruments to the instruments. Yeah. Yeah, it relates to the Zen timbre thing. Oh, there we go. It's not the one I was thinking of, but this might work. Damn, this is not a bad one. And I've had this thing forever. I never use it. It's got dirt on it. It's got a kick button. Oh, that's just to test it. Okay. That's sort of interesting. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, I think I want it a little brighter. Dude, you can't hear it. Okay, that's way too high. Oh, that's cool. I need to boost this. Maybe just put a saturator on it or something. A compressor. It's I use it for one little tiny part. It's just you can't hear it when it happens. Movilla is a Palog scale. Okay, I don't know what that means. I have to look that up, I guess. Do I have a saturator or what? Consistent with one of the main gamelan scales. I have a lot of saturators. Let's do this one. Palog and Slendra are the gamelan scales. Okay. I see. Wow. Give me less of that. I don't like the what the fuck one. I think the squicks are too quiet too. I just think all the background stuff is too quiet. Let's try that. The hell is that first sound? I don't know if I need this spring on there. Maybe just a little reverb or something. Just like, no, it has no tail. Flatback. What the hell, man? Maybe I need to just modify the synth. There's only 2 of them. Let's give them a longer release. That's probably better. Okay. Hey, Doman, what's up, dude? How you doing? Still mixing this thing. It's like been doing little fucking minor tweaks that I don't even know what they even matter for like almost a week now. No longer sick, that's nice. But you have a foul mood. Yeah, well, life is shit, then you die. Why would anyone ever be happy, you know what I mean? I get it. I feel like offending some people on some Discord. Oh no. You have to be kind to your fellow humans. Be good to the people, Doman. Not like being kind will make them like your music. Dude, you'd be surprised. I think being popular makes your music way more liked. I'm not gonna drop any names or anything, but definitely seen it happen, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just the fact of life that like if you're supportive of other people, no, not even famous acts. Like there's people I know who are like really like just popular in a particular scene. Like there's someone I know from where I grew up who was like really involved in the community. Actually, several people who are like they're really involved in the community, and they end up they make music, and it's not that their music is bad, but their music is not like, you know, it's not really like everybody's favorite music or anything, but they're so involved in the community and organizing events, hosting events, helping with events, you know, helping boost other people's music. Like they get involved with everybody's stuff so everyone becomes familiar with them. And so, you know, over time, everyone, like more people are familiar with their music, even though it's not really because of the music necessarily. It's like this indirect, like they're making music, so they're like performing at shows and stuff, but, you know, half the time they're on the show because they either booked that show or somebody booked them on a show as a return for a favor for booking them on a show. You know what I mean? Like when you are helping other people out, they want to help you out more. And that's just human nature. I mean, it's like you in fact, I think some people kind of shoot themselves in the foot when they have good music and they just clam up and they get too egotistical and they just think they're better than everybody, and like people might respect their music, but they end up not even wanting to admit it because they don't like the person, or might even enjoy the music but they don't really like the person, so they don't want to enjoy the music. And there's a lot of like social, just basic social stuff that is involved in, you know, and I'm definitely not like great at any of that. I'm probably pretty bad at it, honestly, but I have like I'd be lying if I didn't think it can go a long way. I mean, obviously the music is what matters the most. I mean, just if you're any kind of artist, and you know, I think you should be concerned about your art, but if you want people to listen to your art, to your music, then, you know, I think it helps to be, you know, try to build people up. Also, I think in like smaller communities, like it's a good attitude to have. Like I think if you're like involved in a local music scene, like you're in a smaller town and you're in a local music scene, like it's really easy to just like burn bridges, and there's not a lot of bridges to build, you know what I mean? And like the microtonal scene, if you can call it that, is almost like it's almost like a small town because it's such a niche thing. I think it's probably good to kind of think of it in that way. Like if you want other microtonalists to listen to your music, then, it's better to be positive, to engage with other people's music, to like help other people out, to, you know what I mean? You're gonna you're gonna help yourself out more, I think, with that sort of attitude than like tearing other people down, being confrontational all the time, blah blah blah. I mean, at the same time, everyone kind of has to be themselves, and but I do think it's a better attitude. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm not I'm not a stranger to upsetting people, pissing people off, and all that. I don't usually try to. I just end up doing it somehow. So you know, but I do think like it's just it's just good to be like. There's not a lot of microtonalists, even if you don't really like what somebody's doing all that much. Like, what do you stand to gain by like attacking it? You know what I mean? Because for one, like other people probably do like it. So it's like it's just your opinion, you know. Like I don't really like mashed potatoes. You know what I mean? And I never really will. I mean, I've eaten them here and there because they were there. And now that I'm older too, I can kind of just set aside my preferences to an extent and just kind of tolerate things. So, I feel like music is really similar. Like it's a lot about just preferences and tastes, and like it would be so silly for me to like go out and be like, don't sell any more mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes suck. Fuck mashed potatoes. Like you shouldn't like mashed potatoes. Like people don't waste their time on shit like that because it's so obviously absurd. I think because music is like more of this social thing, like people tend to glom on to each other based on music preferences and stuff. Like maybe because you have to like all experience the same song at the same time because it fills up the whole room, For whatever reason, like people are way more like forward about their musical preferences, and they put so much weight on like their aesthetic preferences and stuff, and it's really kind of silly. I mean, like the only way to be objective about that stuff is to like just look at what's popular and what makes the most money. And like most of the people who are like really passionate about who's who's got the better aesthetic judgment, most of those people are like not into the popular stuff. They're into like more niche stuff. So it almost never makes sense. It's like it it's almost it's just I don't know. It's just like a I don't pretend to understand it, but like I feel like if you can just kind of see it for what it is, you don't have to really take it that seriously. Like I don't think it's that serious. Like I don't really care what anyone listens to or likes. I just know what I like and listen to. You never attack microtonal music you don't like. You mostly attack people who don't really care about music that much. Yeah, I mean, I get that. And I feel like that's an opinion that is not that uncommon. Like a lot of musicians feel like there's too much like math wankery, as you would say. I think that's valid, but at the same time, like microtonality is kind of like weird in that it sort of all comes from that, more or less. So it's like you can't deny the importance of that stuff. I mean, you can deny it, but it is important whether, I mean, regardless of how you feel about people engaging with it. Like it matters more to this scene than it does to like any other scene. I feel like maybe any other artistic scene. Like the theory like contributes a lot. I think it's symbolic of like us still being kind of in our infancy as a movement or whatever. You're so miffed by the math wink because you're kind of a math person. Oh, right on. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. I mean, I could see how like really understanding the math, you like see how it's like misunderstood and like used inappropriately and like this and that and the other. Hey, Hollywood Puppets, what's up, dude? This is a Reaper. This is Reaper. Like I could see how like really knowing the math could like give you a different perspective on that. And, you know, I don't have that deeper understanding of the math. So you're better equipped to speak on it than I am. Use FL Studio Mobile. Nice. I've heard some really cool stuff made on FL Studio on an iPad. I was like really like, oh damn, dude. They're a better producer than I am on their fucking phone, man. Yeah. That's probably how you are, if I had to guess. You're probably like you probably started making better shit on your phone. Messing around on FL Studio for like 6 months than I've made in Reaper in like 6 years, so. Anyway, that's just how it goes. Let's see. Let me try this one out a little bit. All your recent songs have been recorded with FL Studio Mobile. Are you like a FL Studio Mobile shill? Are you here to like proselytize and like convert us all to FL Studio Mobile? Like, are you getting paid to do this? No, you just use it. Nice. Well, shit, Hollywood Puppets. If you go to my Discord, you can send me a song. Hopefully that link is still working. And I'll check it out. It's in the channel. It's in the video description. Hopefully it works. Let's see. For some reason I have to update it every once in a while. Yeah, just let me know if it's not working. Alright, let's see. You got video game music? Stuff sounds out of tune. That's because it's microtonal. It is out of tune. Yeah, it's in like it goes through like a bunch of different tunings. So like it starts in like 31 equal, and then I don't even know if I'll feel like explaining it. I've explained it like a trillion times, but yeah, it goes through like all these different tunings, and it kind of morphs through them all. So like on this part, it like morphs through all of the tunings. Cool. It's kind of the theme of this stream is I'm doing like microtonal. The bass and drums are nice. Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. To be honest, you're very social about music. Substantial part of what you're listening to is following what your friends are doing. I mean, I'm the same way. Yeah. No, I mean you're a very like you're not purely antagonistic. I mean, you kind of pick your targets, I think, based on something. Like you have a philosophy behind it. Like it's kind of easy to understand where you're coming from. You kind of represent something. So, you know, I think in a way it could even help. But I mean, for me, you've always been very like helpful kind of guy. And you know, like you helped me a lot on that one song where you sent me the tuning and helped me with the video and blah blah blah. And so, you know, I've never had a problem with you. And you know, and I like hearing your opinions too. So if you know, part of the reason I even get to hear your opinions is because you're so vocal about them anyway. So, you know, there's no like one size fits all. I'm not trying to tell you how to be, or, you know, you just have to be you, you know. I think that's totally fine. I know for me personally, I've I've come to crossroads before where I'm tempted to go one way or go another way. Like the fork in the road is, should I be should I be condescending here? Should I be arrogant here? Should I like I feel like I feel like I could, and I'll just it's like I can either do that, or then you have a couple choices. It's like, well, I could just totally ignore them, which I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll just ignore. Like if there's something I don't like from somebody, I just don't engage. Like that's always an option. Just, whatever. That's how they are. Whatever. We don't have to be involved. At least not I don't have to engage, you know what I mean? So then the other thing is like I could put a little effort into this and like try to understand their perspective. Like maybe I don't get their music. Like when I was going out to open mics at first, people were often doing music in styles I didn't like. It wasn't the stuff I listened to, and a lot of times I snub my nose at them because I thought they weren't like as serious as I am, and this and that and the other. Some of those judgments are probably true, but at the same time, like if you're going around just acting like you're better than everybody, like nobody likes that. And like it's not fun either. Like I don't want to sit in the back of the bar at every open mic and like with my arms crossed, like fuming about how much better I am than everybody, you know what I mean? So I just made a little effort to like try to understand where they were coming from. Try to like go like, okay, well, what why are they on stage right now? Like what is it that they see in themselves that they're proud of, that they're trying to share? Like what are they doing well for this style of music? It's not my favorite style, but like what do they do a good job of? And I tried to just like I just kind of just because you're sitting at an open mic, there's all these people playing. Like it's like boring to just and it's kind of counterproductive to just like start fuming. So I just started looking for like what is it about this person? I I I updated the link. It looks the same, but I think it should work. I don't know. It's supposed to work. You could try this, I guess. Try that one. Um, and I just say that because that's what I did when I started going to open mics, and I think I've kind of like carried some of that mentality with me once I started doing it. I kind of kept doing it, and what I found is that I kind of just expanded my horizons more, and I started like interacting with people in that I wouldn't normally interact with, and I expanded my social circle, and I made a lot more connections with people because I made a little bit of an effort to like try to understand things from their perspective, and I mean that helped me out a lot, just like socially. Now I'm no social butterfly. I'm the exact opposite. I'm a hardcore loner. I don't like leaving my house. Um, but you know, when I was at my peak of going out of my house, I like, I was making friends and stuff and getting involved in the scene, and I got interviewed by some fucking guy who had a local podcast, and I was playing shows and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like if I like said if I went to those open mics and I just had my arms crossed the whole time in the corner and just complained about how everybody sucked, like I'm sure a couple people would have been like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right, dude. Like everybody here sucks. Why don't people take it more seriously?" But the thing is, like the people who are putting together the shows would have felt insulted, and half the bands I could potentially played with would have felt insulted, and I would have just made enemies for no reason really, just because I was like just just so high on my own supply, wasn't really open to what other people were doing. So anyway, that's my personal experience, because I've had many times in my life where I've just kind of defaulted to kind of just being a troll and being an asshole because I thought it was funny and it was kind of cathartic. But ultimately, it keeps your circle quite small. And then like the people who do tolerate you end up having to like explain you to all the new people who are coming into the circle and stuff. Like you're constantly like, oh, he's someone else ends up making sense of you for other people, and it's like it it can be taxing, and like your friends don't always want to invite you to every function or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like it can be it can just make things harder for everybody, you know what I mean? I try to not be difficult. Sometimes I am anyways, like can't help it. Some people just are more difficult than others. That's just how it is, but anyway, that's my rant on that. Dude, where's my freaking thing? Oh my god, dude, my plugins are so unorganized. Where is it, man? Do I not do I not have it anymore? Katolnika or whatever the fuck it's called. Do I really not have it? I don't see it. Oh, Tokyo Dawn Labs. What the hell? I need to put this in Dynamics, I guess. It's like a mastering thing. What's the Nova? Oh, and that, yeah. Put this in there too. never been part of a real life scene. You have no idea how it works. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's kind of like is your if you're not oh yeah, that's like a weird thing about being on the internet. Like it's easy to just like you don't get people's reactions and stuff usually. You don't really know how what you're saying is affecting anybody because they can kind of choose to reveal. I mean, you can kind of gauge like you get a sixth sense for it, but like it's a little more ambiguous or a lot more ambiguous. And it's a lot easier to like I think get carried away with certain things and but at the same time I think most people take it a little less seriously when it's online. Like I don't think too many people like take online arguments like the same way as like real life arguments, you know? It's just not as intense. So, you know, it's not like how you behave in live social interactions is like a one-to-one thing. It's not like a rule book or anything. Alright, it's from Hollywood Puppets. Oh, there's a YouTube music thing now? That's interesting.
With the help of Zero's small business accounting software, I've got the right information at my fingertips.
So business is a breeze. And I got bigger plans. Search Zero with an X.
Why did you stop being a vigilante? Line scroll.
Jesus in the morning.
bitch, I'm a rolling stone. When I come home, give a dog a bone. I don't need no help, I do it on my own. All you broke boys better leave me alone. They all sound the same, all I hear is crones. With the party, I don't wanna get in my zone. Felt so good, cause I wear cologne. Getting on the mic is when I own. Hollywood, public top, been doing this. This ain't nothing like.
Alright, very nice. Alright, I think I'm just gonna make a render of this. I'll listen to it one more time. I'll make a render. Probably actually go. Try to get enough sleep. I'm just gonna do a render. Do one with the mastering effects on, and then I'll do one without them on. And unfortunately, I should probably wrap it up because this stupid time change. I need to try to get enough sleep. Maybe I'll read a little bit about what the hell was he talking about? Slendra and Paylog before I go. Cause I don't know what he was talking about. It's kind of a 5 Edo, and then Paylog. There's a 7-note tuning. The 9 Ito anti-diatonic approximates Paylog. The 9 Ito anti-diatonic is a bit different from 23. I actually been wanting to kind of check that out, like revisit. I think I'll like go check out 9's anti-diatonic and 16's a little bit, just to get a, because 23's is like really soft because it's 3-4 or 4-3 ratio. Anti 9 is basic, it's just 2-1. And then anti-diatonic, I think, is 3-2 or something. Would it be 3-2? Would it be 2-2-2, 2-2-3, 7, 7, 6, 13. Yeah, it's 2-2-3. So yeah. So 23 will be the next soft one after that, I guess. Okay, and I'm gonna do one render without the mastering on. Okay. So really, I think once I've settled on the mix, I think I'm just gonna start making the video. And that's gonna be kind of a thing because it's gonna be a little more involved. There's definitely gonna be, there's one thing I want to put in the video that is gonna be just annoying to do, which is I want to put the tuning of the song at every point in the song as it's going. Like I want it to be on the video. So I'm gonna have to like figure out where in the song all the tuning changes are and like map them out and then line up the text on the video. So I'm gonna have to like plot all that out. But before I even do that, I kind of need to figure out what the actual video is gonna be. I was thinking of not doing just random AI images this time. Although I don't know what else to do. There's this like a visualizer generator thing that I downloaded a while back, so I could try to learn how to use that. It feels like a lot of work though. Like I'd almost rather just, since I know I'm adding in the text and all that to this, I'd almost rather just kind of stick to what I know already. I agree visualizers are better than AI. I don't want to have to like learn how to use a whole new program to generate the visuals and then also figure out how to like superimpose all the text and everything. It's like I don't have to do everything on this video. Like I could just do one thing. The thing I definitely have to do is put the tuning changes on the video. So it depends on how like ambitious I am with that, because, and the other thing is like I'm already getting sick of this stupid song. Like I've heard it 1 trillion times. And you know, the longer the video takes, the more I have to listen to it. Cause it's like I could just add the text to this one and then do a cool visualizer on the next one. You know what I mean? Like why do everything all at once, you know? But I'll probably look into the visualizer just to see how much work that's gonna be, and I'll decide with that. But probably like So I guess tomorrow I'll start. Well, first thing I'll do, I'll listen back to the mixes and stuff, make sure those are good. But if those are good, or once those are good, I'll start figuring out the video, like plotting out the times, and also, well, no, I'll probably wait to plot out the times. I'll probably figure out how I'm going to do the video first. Like, what's the background going to be? So I'll look at the visualizer thing tomorrow to figure out if I even want to go that route. And then I'll probably look at 9 Ito, and if I have time, 16 Ito. I'll look at those anti-diatonics a little bit tomorrow, so I can like kind of add a little more context to the 23 EDO anti-diatonic. And then like I can do a similar thing with 22 as well, because 17 and 27 are also super pyth. I've already kind of done that. I've already kind of looked at 27 especially, which I feel like is probably the most relevant in that regard. I'm sort of curious too, like, so 23 is kind of like, it's the same softness as 26, but anti-diatonic instead of diatonic. So like super pyth is 4-1, or 22 is 4-1. So like, what's the 4-1 anti-diatonic? I'm kind of curious. And if it even sounds cool or not. I guess it would be like, it'd probably sound pretty bad, because it has so many small steps. It'd be, yeah, because that's the thing, like, I think the only reason super pyth works is because there's so few small steps. Like if you were to flip it, like I think the reason all the anti-diatonics that people use are super particular. That's probably for a reason. They're probably either super particular or soft, and they probably don't go hard too often, because all those tiny steps and then a big step. It's like terrible way to build a scale. Yeah. All right. I guess I'm gonna go. It's such a short stream, but with the time change, I should go. But thanks everybody who checked out the stream today. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll have a longer stream tomorrow, almost certainly. And yeah, gonna work on this more. Check out more anti-diatonic stuff too. And then I would have done that tonight, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. All right. Catch y'all next time.